Hey guys, Harry here from SNS Multimedia. Today we'll be talking about making and testing generalizations. So a generalization is an educated guess about the information you got from a problem. So for example, if you had like a square, a triangle, and a rectangle, a generalization would say that they all have like 90-degree corners or right corners. That's what a 90-degree corner is. Because it's an educated guess. It's more than a guess. If you have the proof, that's a generalization. Like for example, all of these have right angles, but some, for example, don't. Like if you had a square, a triangle, and a circle, you would say they're all shapes or something like that. And our lesson objective for today is to understand, make, and test generalizations. So let's hop on into practice. This is practice 1. I'm just gonna solve all these problems by myself, but while I'm solving them, you get to learn about generalizations in case you didn't really get it before. But this is what I'm gonna be solving. I'm gonna be showing you all my steps in what I do to get the answers. So one thing you should know before I start is that a lot of these just have like, a lot of generalizations. So like there's probably like 20 to this one, I don't know, hundreds to this one, and hundreds to that one. I'm just saying, I'm gonna only be focusing on a few, and if you have different ones, you just gotta learn how to test them to see if they're actual valid generalizations. To test them, basically just find it out. You basically, go over all your steps, make sure they're right, and yeah. So for number 1, make a generalization about all the numbers to the right. So we have 23, 87, and 54. So first off the bat, I see like they both have 2 digits in their name. They're both they're all less than 90. They're all numbers really. That's not really a valid generalization, but it's still it just makes you think about all the generalizations it could have. So I think those are a few for the first one. Everybody has different generalizations, but I think those are a few valid few. So number 2, we have make a generalization about all the numbers to the right. So to the right we have a triangle, a square, and a rectangle. So there are a lot of generalizations right here. Like all of them have angles, all of them have sides, all of them are polygons, all of them are quadrilaterals. But like, just to make it a little more, lower the field a little bit, all of them have, what about, they all have angles, they all have, more than like 2 angles, and there's just a lot of them that there could be. And I think, you can just make your own, but not yet. I'm just giving you the idea of generalizations. And then the third one is make a generalization about to the sums to the right. So there's 3 plus 10. 3 plus 10 equals, what does it equal? 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10 again. And a plus 2 equals 10. So right off the bat, this is a really easy one. 10, 10, 10. They're all tens. They're all evens. They're all multiples of 10. They're all multiples of 5. There's just so many. So, yeah. With that done, let's go to problem time. This is problem time. It's the part where you pause the video, do all these by yourself, and I will reveal the answers in a few minutes. But first, when you comment, after you see your answers, comment down below what your score was. So there's 3 questions, and if you got 2 wrong, you would do 1 out of 3. If you got 1 wrong, you do 2 out of 3. If you got 0 wrong, you get 3 out of 3, and that's perfect. I'm really curious to see what you guys got. And if you have any constructive criticism that you could post down below, it would really help us teach better to all of you, and us teaching better makes you learn better, and it's just like, it's a good cycle. So make sure to pause the video now. Hopefully you pause the video, did these all by yourself, because I'm going to reveal the answers, be revealing the answers. So number 1, it says make a generalization to all the shapes on the right. So to the right, we have a square here, a rectangle here, and a rhombus. So a rhombus is basically a square, but with slanted sides to the side. And a good generalization about this, everybody's generalization is different. So if it's not exactly this, just make sure to test it by yourself, because that's what this whole problem is about too. Test it by yourself to see if you're right or wrong. And if it's mine, then it's lucky. Well, we have a square, rectangle, and rhombus. And a good one for this is that they're all quadrilaterals, because they are, and that's a really good one, because that's kind of rare. Then number 2, we have make a generalization to all the numbers to the right. So we have A, E, I, and Y and V in different things. So a good generalization would be probably like this. The left half is in the first half of the alphabet, and the other half is in the second half of the alphabet. That's a really good one, actually. Yeah, so we have A, E, I, and Y, and V. And if it's not yours, don't worry, test it by yourself. This one is very small. We have make a generalization to the numbers, all the numbers to the right. So we have 3, 9, 12, and 15. So, real quick, let's find out. So they're all a good one is that they're all they all fit into 3. Not all of them, but okay, there's 3 and then there's 9, which can be reached by multiplying 3 times 3 to equal 9. Then 12, which is done by multiplying 3 times 4. Then 15, which is done by multiplying 3 times 5. So they all have 3 as one of their multiples to get there. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos. Thank you for watching.